This video will blow your mind. Drop your jaw and move your bowels. Okay, so maybe I oversold it a little bit. This video is of the Fujitsu Scansnap ix500, and it actually exists not because I think this is the most exciting product in the world, but rather because we needed one for the office. It's just a handy thing we use, and you lot told me I'm supposed to make videos about that kind of stuff, so here we go. With its factory tuning and data center DNA, an Intel 730 series SSD is an amazing choice for gamers and performance enthusiasts. We actually have a network scanner already, one that was a lot cheaper, but our business is growing and our needs are changing. So between walking back and forth, only being able to scan directly to 2 PCs maximum, its lack of double-sided scanning, and its inability to handle odd-sized paper without resorting to the flatbed, we wanted something faster and more flexible. So in the box for the ix500, we find a USB 3 cable, Fujitsu software, Adobe Acrobat 11 standard, a carrier sheet, more on that later, and the scanner itself resplendent in an improved black finish that makes it not look straight out of the 90s like the S1500 that I overviewed last time around on NCIX Tech Tips. Software setup is also improved from last time. It's much faster to install, but one big issue that remains is that if you don't want to use the included CD, you have to jump through a bunch of hoops to download the handy management utilities. I really wish Fujitsu would come up with a different way of doing this. Physically, Fujitsu is going for a so easy, it only requires a one button approach here. So you unfold it from its compact storage mode and you'll find, well, just one button on the front labeled Scan. On the back, it's got a Kensington lock, a power jack, a USB 3 port, a Wi-Fi toggle switch, and a WPS button for easily adding it to your network wirelessly to scan to multiple PCs or smartphones running iOS or Android, but that's about it. So the make or break feature of this scanner is going to be how well the software works. So let's move on. It took me a while to get used to this one button concept and the different ways that you can use it. So first up, you can have the software create a Scansnap folder on your computer that temporarily holds stuff. So you can email it out or archive it from there, and then that folder will just automatically clean everything up after a set number of days. That's good for certain types of work, like administrative work, but the way that I like to use it better is to have it look for whatever device or window is active, then target that with the scanned file. So if CardMinder, their business card manager, is up on my screen, it'll go to there. If Organizer, their scanned document organizer, is up, it goes to there. And if nothing's up, this one's great. You press scan, it scans to the computer, then prompts you with a whole bunch of different options for what it can do with it. Some of them are useful, like Dropbox and Google Docs scanning, while others are unfortunately less useful, with the email option being bound to Outlook Express by default in Windows 7 and up, and third-party add-ons to change to Gmail, the one I tried being Afixa, being imperfect at best. But the good news is you can configure whichever ones you want to appear and leave the others. Speaking of configuration options, all the usual ones are there. So DPI settings go from normal to better to best to excellent. I mean, really? You can pick color or black and white, single or double-sided. You can automatically remove blank pages, prompt for more pages when you're done scanning, or not. And then we start to get into some of the more exotic stuff. It can use ultrasonic scanning to detect an accidental double page in the auto feeder. It can auto-rotate your finished documents to keep everything easy to read once it's scanned. And there's even an option to convert everything to searchable PDFs with the included Acrobat software, so then you can use the organizer to search for any relevant scanned documents very easily. In theory, most of these features work really well, but in practice, they're not perfect. I mean, on A4 paper, auto-rotate, I'd say, is 95+% accurate, but with things like business cards and receipts, that's probably closer to 75%. The text detection for business cards and searchable PDFs is also a little bit hit or miss. With documents, I found that searching for stuff off the top of my head usually yielded the thing that I was looking for, but the mode that lets you highlight text and then apply those keywords to documents documents didn't work that well for me, and business cards were all over the place. Whenever they're oriented wrong by the software text detection, it doesn't actually pick up any of the pertinent information and organize it correctly at all. And even when they are oriented correctly, it missed a lot of stuff. I mean, to be fair, the speed and image quality are good, and business cards don't follow very standard formatting, but I still don't think that's an excuse for not tracking down basic stuff like the phone number. One high point here, though, is that the CardMinder application, once you've entered all of the missing data and cleaned things up a little bit, is really great. You can just press a quick hotkey and bring up business cards extremely quickly. It's a lot better than having stacks like this just lying around like I have in the past. So since we're on the subject of good stuff, the document feeder is really great. I didn't need the included carrier sheet, which flattens out and protects fragile documents at all. It does a great job with slightly ripped or even crinkled paper. And on the other end of the spectrum, I accidentally put in my Star Citizen card, a plastic card in it when I was scanning business cards. And if I hadn't been constantly refilling the hopper to do more business cards in one batch without stopping, it probably wouldn't have even gotten stuck in the output tray and jammed. But even then, the scan ended up looking fine. I was able to pull it out, and I was able to keep going just like that. The one thing I was able to defeat it with fairly often was very, very small receipts, like taxi receipts or weird-shaped business cards. Other than that, I was really impressed by the document feeder. And the impressiveness keeps coming. Last time around, the mobile app experience was terrible. I couldn't even get it working. This time, it pretty much couldn't have been better. Remember that bit about just scanning at whatever is open when you press the button? After a short, simple setup wizard, you can get docs on your phone in two ways. You can load a document, then press scan in the app on your phone, and boopity presto, it's on your phone. Or you can use the quick menu to scan it to the PC like normal, then press mobile. When the menu pops up, it'll wait for you to launch the app on your phone, then push it to you over Wi-Fi in a couple of seconds without you even interacting with the app on your phone. Then, if you want to go back to PC scanning mode when you're done, you just close or even minimize the app on your phone and everything is back to normal within about a second. Very cool. It completely changes the way we scan things around our office, because usually we just need something temporarily to email an NDA to someone or something like that, and now anyone with the password can scan something directly to their phone by just walking over to the scanner, pressing scan on their phone, and boom, done. 5 stars right there. But of course, all of this comes at a cost. The ix500 is super expensive, especially given that scanners have been commodity items for like 10 years. That makes it a really tough sell for the average user. But with features like quick paper jam removal, user replaceable parts for a longer lifetime, and a pretty amazing community building new mods and features all the time, for a business user, even a smallish one, it's basically a no-brainer. I mean, check out this little hack to use the highlighting keyword feature to automatically censor names on a legal document. How much manual crossing out would that save? Pretty cool. Anyway, guys, let me know if you care about us talking about stuff in the future that we're using on the business side of things, or if you'd prefer that we stick to consumer grade stuff. I really do appreciate your feedback. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, leave a comment about that thing I just said, or if you just have anything else to say. I do actually read the comments on my videos. If you want to support us, there's a link in the video description. You can buy a t-shirt, give us a monthly contribution, or even just do the smallest thing ever, change your Amazon bookmark to one with our affiliate code, so we get a small kickback whenever you buy pretzels or whatever it is that you buy on Amazon. You can buy pretzels on Amazon, right? Yeah? Okay, cool. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to Linus Tech Tips.